Welcome to the River of Hope. Today's program is about Andrea. She's a 32-year-old fitness instructor, a devoted wife, a mother of 2 young children. In fact, Andrea's youngest son, Jacob, was just 5 months old when she was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. The purpose of the River of Hope program is to provide healing water retreats and financial support to those going through cancer treatment, as well as to raise cancer awareness. To nominate someone you know, simply log on to the riverofhopefoundation.org. There you can also donate. And remember, your donations help many other cancer patients as they go through integrative therapy. And now, here's Andrea's story.
Well, I grew up in Corsica, South Dakota, which is a small town of about, I think there was about 600 people or so. It was just a regular small town childhood. I had friends that lived right across the street, and we just hung out, went all over town.
They would play together and they would fight, and they would leave the house and say, "We're never coming back." And 3 minutes later, they'd be back playing. And that happened so many times, and they were best friends.
Went to Christian grade school and Christian high school. Very small school too. I think we had 12 in our class. So it was very small town upbringing, but I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I wouldn't change it for anything. I have one older brother. He is 5-6 years older than I am. We didn't necessarily always get along so well when he was at home.
It's not like we had that close play together, common friends or anything like that. So I was probably the older brother that picked on her quite a bit.
They could never get along. And as the years went by, that has all changed, and now they are very close.
Now we're great friends, and our kids, some of our kids are the same age, and so our kids have fun playing together. Darwin and I met in high school.
Got to know her a little bit through different class functions and stuff, and decided, seeing if she'd say yes to going out on a date sometime.
All of a sudden she came home with Darwin, and we thought, yeah, he's going to be the one, I think.
I mean, we just hit it off right away. Our families, his parents.
Him and Andrea were high school sweethearts. They spent a lot of time in high school together.
We dated for 6 years before we got married.
When we got engaged, it was on a scenic overlook by Chamberlain, overlooking the river.
It was quite romantic. It was at sunset, which is kind of unlike him. He's not the most romantic of men, but it was great.
Yeah, I got down on one knee and popped the question, and yeah, she said yes, and so there we went. So
we have a little granddaughter that's 4 years old, Jenna.
My name's Jen, I'm 4 years old.
And little Jake is now 9 months old. And full of energy.
It's been terrific. And they all live close enough so we can go see him when we want to.
Knees in and then out. I've worked at the fitness center for 10 years. I started right out of college.
I met Andrea at the fitness center. We hired her on as our personal trainer and fitness staff.
It always has been from day one a great place to work. Everybody there is just fabulous. And my clients, I can't say enough nice things about them. They are such a special part of my life.
Well, I've been training with Andrea for about 6.5 years. My first day after I had my 3rd child and wanted to get back in shape, I showed up here and she was my trainer. And we've been fast friends ever since.
I know her from the fitness center as well as just as a friend. And we've gone out to lunch many times. My daughter's babysat for both of her kids. And it's not just a professional relationship, it's a friendship.
I know Andrea and Darwin from college. About 13 years ago is when I met them. She's very genuine, and she's extremely caring. I know that she's run a couple marathons, things like that, so she's got a lot of stick-to-itiveness, very determined.
I know Andrea and Darwin from our church, Shalom Christian Reformed Church. We like to get together and go for walks together with the kids.
She's a great mom. I just think that she is a person that a lot of people would look up to.
I think she's a really good friend, to a lot of people.
She's just an amazing woman that we all, no matter what age we are, we all look up to her.
I didn't think it was going to be anything to be concerned with, but the doctor came in and said it was cancer.
Really, I'm in remission. I'm in remission.
The new Avera Cancer Institute, together with 4 cancer centers and 39 outreach locations, giving you every tool humanly possible to help you fight cancer.
The Avera Cancer Institute has a team of physicians dedicated to the care of breast cancer. From a navigator to help guide you through your journey, to our latest research in intraoperative radiation, the Avera Cancer Institute is leading the way in the care of breast cancer.
Watch for our new facility grand opening in October 2010.
To find a cancer specialist near you, call 877-AVERA. Avera, look no further.
Joining us now is Nathan Heinert. Nathan is the founder of the River of Hope Foundation. Nathan, welcome to the show. Tell us about the River of Hope.
Thanks, Jim. River of Hope Foundation is a way to provide a better quality of life for those affected by cancer. Helps them as they're going through their treatment. And we use water features to provide a healing environment.
What do you think it is that inspired you to start the River of Hope Foundation?
I was really inspired by a friend of mine, Bill Connor. His son was lost to a 5-year battle with brain cancer, and 3 weeks later he found out he had leukemia. And I just really wanted to find a way to help relieve some of the stress involved, give him some peace and relaxation while he was going through his treatment.
Nathan, tell me why you chose water retreats for those going through cancer treatment.
Well, in nature, the sights and sounds of water is just so soothing and relaxing. It creates such a peaceful environment and really helps to alleviate a lot of the stress that's involved with the whole process. So it just seemed like a natural fit.
And how does a patient utilize the water treatment as they go through therapy?
Well, as they go out and sit next to the water, it gives them a way to meditate, think about some of the relaxing things in life, and gets them back to nature and really gives just that place to find peace.
Nathan, tell us about the mission of the River of Hope and how someone gets involved.
Well, the primary mission of the River of Hope is to spread a positive message of hope and strength, but we're also committed to raising cancer awareness. People can get involved by donating, by nominating someone they know, or through volunteering for the foundation. And all of these are really great ways to help have a positive effect on people in our area.
Nathan, thank you very much. Remember to donate. Log on to riverofhopefoundation.org. This great cause needs your financial support. Now back to our program.
Andrea presented when she was 32 years old. She had actually felt a palpable lump in her breast shortly after the delivery of her second child.
As soon as we found the lump, we were immediately, you're concerned.
I found the lump, it was the day before Easter, and so we had a lot of family plans.
Our whole family was here, and that's when she told us, and it was really, really hard.
Andrea initially sent out an email to some of her close friends that she was going in for a test on a lump she found on her breast, and she just asked for her friends to pray for her.
I didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
I just kind of always put it off, like, it's not going to be anything.
I was scared and worried
she's 32, you know, you just think, well, there's no way she had cancer. You know, there's just no way.
I think we all would agree that it was kind of thought, oh, you know, I mean, yeah, that's kind of scary, but I'm sure it's nothing. And, you know, hoping right along with Darwin and Andrea that it was nothing.
As soon as I found it, I kind of felt like it was something, but I had just had a baby 5 months ago, and so your body goes through a lot of changes in that time. So I kind of hoped that it was just something to do with that.
I wasn't thinking it was going to be cancer. I was just thinking it'll be something that's not going to be a big deal. They'll take care of it, and we won't have any worries.
You know, we wanted to downplay that it wasn't a big deal, but she knew. I don't know how, but she knew it was something.
It was on a Saturday when I found it. I called right away Monday morning to my family practice doctor and said, you know, I found a lump. I definitely want to get it checked out.
I think the following week it was, she got in to see her doctor.
She felt it, and she didn't feel comfortable just letting it go either.
Her doctor wisely said, you need to go in and have a biopsy done and see a specialist.
The next 3 weeks were just a course of testing and determining what it was and if it was cancerous and all that.
It was just kind of one doctor's appointment after the next.
Back and forth between mammograms and biopsies.
We didn't have a lot of answers at first.
It was a few weeks by the time we got the results back.
It was a long 3 weeks.
I honestly didn't think it was going to be anything to be concerned with, but the doctor came in and said it was cancer.
I don't know, maybe it was God's way of preparing me for hearing the news, because I think when I heard it, I had kind of prepared myself for that. My husband didn't feel the same way, and so I think for him, it was more of a shock.
That whole weekend, your mind plays tricks on you, immediately goes to the worst case scenario. You think, what if? You know, what if this thing wins? What if I only have 6 months?
When I first got the call, I was just totally devastated. Cancer's a tough word to hear.
We don't get to choose, I guess, who has these things, but yeah, it's hard.
When I first heard the news about Andrea's diagnosis, it just kind of takes your breath away. I mean, she's a young lady, young mother. You know, she's in great health. She's been working out. She's taking care of her body. And then it kind of moves from being surreal to the reality that, wow, you know, she's going to have surgery. She's going to have to go through chemo.
You wouldn't want to hear that news about anybody, but specifically Andrea and Darwin, just the type of people that they are.
You always felt like people who had cancer or had disease like that were older. You know, Andrea's younger than I am, so I think it hits home just with so many people that are facing this kind of hardship in younger years, and they have so much of their life yet ahead of them.
Especially in a young mom who's only 32 years old, and she has a little 5-year-old daughter and a 5-month-old son, and you know, what is going to happen?
Without our church and our friends and our family, there's no way that we would have been able to get through this.
Please join us in the fight against this deadly disease. Log on to riverofhopefoundation.org. There you can donate to the cause or nominate someone you know with cancer for their own private healing water retreat. River of Hope helps cancer patients every year, but we can't do it without your financial support. Now here's a quick look at some past recipients.
So Andrea had a special type of breast cancer we call HER2/neu positive breast cancer. It's a breast cancer we do commonly see in younger women.
We caught it early. It was only stage 1, but it was a pretty aggressive form of cancer.
HER2 is a protein that's found on the surface of breast cancer cells, and if there's too much of it, that leads to the growth of the cancer cell.
So then we just had to kind of make the decisions on what type of surgery to have, if I wanted to have a lumpectomy or a mastectomy. And Dr. Cree and my surgeon, Dr. Ryland Smith, pretty much encouraged me to have a double mastectomy just because I'm only 32.
One of the things that we've established at Avera is a weekly breast conference. So any new case of cancer that we're seeing on our campus gets presented at this conference.
It's really different to have breast cancer when you're 32 versus when you're 61, which is the average age for a woman with breast cancer.
She just thought, you know, at 32 years old, I would hate to have you have the lumpectomy and radiation, and then 5 years from now, it's back.
On May 11, I had a double mastectomy. At that time, they took out 3 lymph nodes, I believe, just to check if there was any cancer, if it had spread to any of my lymph nodes. Then after those labs came back, they did show a little something.
So then the surgeon recommended that she go back in and have a second surgery to remove more lymph nodes on that side, just to make sure that they were all clean or if there were more in the lymph nodes. And thankfully, I think 28 more of them were taken out and they were all clean. So we were very relieved at that. And then after that, once she healed up a bit, then we started the chemo treatments.
I need 6 treatments. I do it every 3 weeks. I come in every week for an infusion of Herceptin, but I only have chemotherapy every 3 weeks. I'm up to my 4th round today, so this is the downhill slide from here. So,
Mama had cancer. She bought new hair, and sometimes she finds because she uses her cap.
And I've tolerated the chemo treatments pretty well.
Initially, they were honestly okay. And as they've gone along, they start tearing your immune system down, tearing your body down a little bit more and more, so it takes a little bit longer for her to recover.
I was definitely glad to get past the surgery point of things. You know, the kids were away for, you know, a couple weeks at grandparents', letting me recover from the surgery, and it was very helpful for me to get back to work and to be around people every day and people who care so much about me and are so interested in my life and how I'm doing.
You know, myself and another friend, we wanted to help. We didn't know what we could do.
Luke Vanderleest and myself early on told Darwin that we would take care of their lawn this summer.
That was huge because we kind of have a big yard and it's kind of a big task, and it happened to be the wettest summer like on record, so they constantly had to mow it.
You know, the last thing on their mind is going to be mowing the yard, and so we thought, hey, here's a small thing that we can do to help out. And
we've provided meals for them, had people try to provide meals to try to kind of take off some of that burden for her.
Several of her clients have gotten together a cleaning service for her.
I've been trying to help them out with shuttling kids back and forth, or getting them a night out if they need some time away from the kids.
Just to have the offer out there, anytime you guys need anything, just don't hesitate to call. It was pretty neat.
Without our church and our friends and our family, there's no way that we would have been able to get through this.
Andrea, this is your river of hope.
Really, I'm in remission. I'm in remission.
The new Avera Cancer Institute, together with 4 cancer centers and 39 outreach locations, giving you every tool humanly possible to help you fight cancer.
The Avera Cancer Institute has a team of physicians dedicated to the care of breast cancer. From a navigator to help guide you through your journey, to our latest research in intraoperative radiation, The Avera Cancer Institute is leading the way in the care of breast cancer.
Watch for our new facility grand opening in October 2010.
To find a cancer specialist near you, call 877-AVERA. Avera, look no further.
Once again, we're joined with Nathan Heinert, the founder of the River of Hope Foundation. Nathan, tell us about the nomination process.
The nomination process is really pretty simple. We've got a form on the website that allows people to give some background information about the nominee and a little bit about their interests and their prognosis, and then we're able to take it from there.
What other ways can people get involved in the River of Hope?
Well, the best way would just be give me a call and we can go over some of the different ways that you can get involved. I can give some more information about the foundation, and at that point we can choose whether you're able to donate or nominate someone, or if you want to get involved with one of our projects.
And of course, that information is also available on the website. Are there any other ways to get involved?
We're always looking for people to help install on the projects, and we can usually find a way to work that in.
Okay, so even if I'm not a master water treatment builder, laborers are always welcome and needed?
Yeah, we'll definitely find something that anyone can help with.
To be clear, Nathan, the water features that you install in someone's environment are for their therapy. It's not a gifting program, correct?
That's right. It's really more than just the water feature. It's a part of their treatment process, providing the complementary side that works with the medical side of their treatment to really enhance their quality of life.
It's a critical part of their treatment.
Stress is one of the largest factors that involved from all aspects of their life when they're going through cancer treatment. So if we can help with that in any way, it's just a benefit for everyone involved.
Thanks, Nathan. Remember, a very easy way to make a positive impact on those affected with cancer's lives is to log on to riverofhopefoundation.org. There you can donate or nominate someone you know. Remember, this wonderful cause needs your support. And now, back to our program.
I think when we talk about integrative therapies, we really talk about all those other things that can be done to improve a patient's experience beyond just the chemotherapy that we're giving, beyond just the actual medical part of it. Integrative therapies can include acupuncture, can include exercise, massage, relaxation therapy.
The one thing they encourage people to do is get out into an environment that's healing, like a quiet or calming type of environment.
The work that the River of Hope program has done for our cancer patients has really been, I think, a great addition. It provides that tranquility and that calmness and that moment where the patient can just relax and reflect. And that's a really important thing when you're going through cancer treatment.
You know, I mowed their lawn all summer, and with this being such a wet summer, oftentimes they had a river going through the backyard anyway, and so my wife got online and nominated them.
I nominated Andrea because I put myself in her shoes, being a young mom, having kids at home.
She gave me a call at the office. I hope this is okay, but I nominated Andrea's story on the River of Hope. And I said, great, no idea what that is. So we went to the website and we looked at it that night and saw some of the stories, such as Rodney's story. We didn't think that we would get chosen.
I didn't feel like my story was a huge story.
I was just so happy for them. There's been so many things that tend to get you down, whether it's treatment or whether it's the things that you can't do or whatever. You know, there's just so many things that bring disappointing news. For them, I was just happy to hear something positive.
They didn't have a lot in their backyard and weren't really, you know, had kind of talked about putting something back there as far as a patio or a fire pit.
One of my first thoughts was, I can't believe they did this for free. I mean, this is a gift that we get to enjoy, and you know, the workers that worked on it, the foreman, Nathan, everybody just being able to put it together.
Just that night, seeing all the people that were here, and that was our support group. right there. You know, there was clients here, there was friends, there was our family.
And that was just an awesome sight because you could see all the people that were supporting them. It was fun to watch the Spricks walk out on their deck to see it for the first time.
Andrea, this is your River of Hope.
It was funny because I was there with my kids. They kept commenting about how happy she looked.
It's just gorgeous back there, and it's great this time of year to have the windows open and hear the waterfall.
I don't know, it just feels like you're out by a mountain stream, like you're in a cabin or something.
Jenna loves it. She might get a little more wet than I like sometimes, but she loves it back there.
Everybody who has come by to see it is absolutely amazed. We are too. I still walk back there and I'm like, I can't believe this is here.
I think the River of Hope is a great foundation. It's right here, it's local, it's in Sioux Falls.
What a warm way to help someone that's going through such a turbulent time in their life.
I think it's important for people to donate to this foundation to keep it alive, you know, because there's going to be another person down the road that's going to need this same encouragement, the same tranquility.
I mean, you can't look back there and not feel good about what's back there and not smile.
Especially for somebody going through a journey of cancer or any other illness, hope is such a big thing.
I've never thought of myself as a strong person, but I know that this has made me so much stronger.
Please remember, the River of Hope intends to help numerous cancer patients, but we can't do it without your donations. To help those with cancer like Andrea, simply log on to riverofhopefoundation.org. There you can nominate someone you know or donate. Thanks for watching.